Welcome everyone, or welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet the iris stitch. So this is a pretty beginner level stitch. If you've got your basic stitches down, you should be able to complete this. So go ahead and grab your crochet hook and whatever yarn you would like. Today I'm going to be using my I9 or 5.5 millimeter hook and some worsted weight cotton I have. You can use any yarn or hook. All you need to know how to do is chain and double crochet to complete this stitch. So go ahead and grab your supplies and let's get started. Alrighty guys, so to start with our iris stitch, we are going to chain a multiple of 4 plus 3. So today I'm going to be doing 19 chains, so 16 plus 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now, to do our first row is going to be slightly different than how we're going to do the other rows. So, what we're going to start with is in the 5th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to start with a double crochet. Another double crochet in the same chain. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 2 more double crochets all in that same chain. And it's okay if it looks a little bit wonky. It will for the first row until you get a couple rows, then it'll even itself back out. So there's our first iris. Now what we're going to do is we're going to skip the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th chain, we're going to do the exact same thing. So 2 double crochets. 1, 2, a chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets. And then we're going to skip 3 again. 1, 2, 3. 2 double crochets. Chain 1, 2 more double crochets. And then skip 3 one last time. 1, 2, 3. And 2 double crochets. Chain 1 and 2 more double crochets. And then you should have 2 left, and you're going to double crochet once into the final chain. And that's it. So then you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 iris stitches. You'll have a double crochet in one end, and this first end, like I said before, is going to be a little wonky, a little crazy, but as we get going, you'll be able to see a separation there, and so it'll even itself out. So to start the next row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. Now, instead of working into a chain, we are now going to be working into these chain 1 spaces in between the double crochets. So right in there. So we're going to do exactly what we did before in the chain, but only in that space. We won't actually be inserting our hook into the chain. So we're going to double crochet in the space 2 times. So 1, 2. Then we're going to chain 1, just like before, and we're going to do 2 more double crochets back in that space. So 1, 2. So that's our first iris of this row. We're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to skip over all of these double crochets, and And we're going to do the next chain 1 space. Going to double crochet 2 in that chain space. 1, 2, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets in that same space. And we're going to just repeat this across. So skipping all of this, going back to that next chain space, double crochet 2, chain 1, double crochet 2, all in that same space. And then the final time, skipping all those double crochets in the chain space, double crochet twice, chain 1, and double crochet twice again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually crochet into the chain 3 space here, not insert our hook into the top of the chain 3. So right there in that chain 3 space, we're just going to double crochet. Just like that. So you'll see, as you kind of pull it and stretch it a little bit, you'll see that as it's starting to get a little bit less wonky, and the more rows that you continue to make, it'll actually even itself back out even more. So we'll go ahead and make a few more. So we're going to chain 2, turn, and we're going to do the exact same thing again. That's the nice part about the iris stitch, is it's 1 row repeat. It doesn't really change, which makes it super nice for something like a blanket or garments or bags, or really anything that you just want a little bit of a comfort project that you don't actually have to think about too much. You're just going to continue to double crochet 2 into the chain space, chain 1, and double crochet 2 again. Remember to only work in the chain spaces after you have completed the first row. This stitch is really nice for, like I said before, like blankets. I've seen a ton of garments with it actually, because it has such a nice drape, and it also creates almost like mini shells. So if you really like shells but you don't like working quite as many double crochets, then this might be your stitch to kind of get started with shells. Or if you want something similar but you don't want to quite do as big of shells, this is a great option. All right, so once you've completed your final iris stitch, so this itself is the iris, you're going to go ahead and double crochet into the chain space. And you'll notice as you go, it'll just get easier and easier because the spaces will actually be a little more open. Because like I said, the more you do, the more that the sides will kind of start behaving a little bit more. So that is the iris stitch. You just continue that same row over and over again until you are done with your project, until you've completed it to your liking. If this tutorial was helpful, please like and subscribe and let me know what you're going to use it for. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks.